Hey YouTube subscribers, how y'all doing today? It's your boy MG5 back again with another sports video. And hey, we have to talk about the NBA. NBA playoffs. It just started this past weekend. All the series kicked off. Game ones, Saturday and Sunday. Hey man, it was lit, y'all. It was lit. Hey, the NBA playoffs. This is the best time for basketball, March and April, the best time, the best time. We got the best teams competing for the NBA championship. So, we're going to see who comes out on top. And you already know, we got to give our thoughts, break it down, and give our first round predictions. And, hey, we already had some great games, and I can't wait, man. There's even some game twos today. The Nets and the 76ers and the Kings and the Warriors. I'm definitely tuning in to the Kings and the Warriors series. That's must-see basketball. The Nets and 76ers, I'll tune in. Just, it's whatever to me. But anyways, y'all, let's get straight into it, man. Every series had their game ones. So it's lit, y'all. It's lit. We might as well start off in the East with the number one team throughout the whole league, the Milwaukee Bucks. Everything goes through Milwaukee. And, hey, they did not look too well yesterday. You know what I mean? They did not look good. Giannis went down with a back contusion, so we don't know how long he's going to be out for. But the Bucks without Giannis, man, I'm going to be real, y'all. It's not looking too well. It's not looking too well. I know the Miami Heat, they had their own injury. Tyler Hero breaking his hand, so he might not. I don't think he's returning. I said he might not return, but I don't think he's going to return. With Giannis, at least he will come back. I do believe Giannis will come back. I don't know if he's playing in game 2. They need him to play in game 2, but I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, the Miami Heat are real, y'all. The Heat are real, especially if Jimmy Butler is playing at that high elite level like he was. And like we saw in game 1, and Giannis being hurt could be the difference. But I still believe the Bucks have enough to win this series, and I do believe Giannis will play. I don't see him missing that much games, y'all. I only see him missing maybe, he missed game 1, maybe game 2, but if they go down 0-2, I don't think he's going to miss game 3. You know what I mean? But I still got the Bucks in this one. I got the Bucks in 6. I do believe it will be a 6-game series, and now potentially 7. This could be a 7-game series. But I'm still going to ride with the Bucks. I just believe they are the better team, the more consistent team. But without Giannis, it's not looking too well without Giannis. I'm going to be real. If Giannis does not play, then Miami will win. But I'm riding with the Bucks in 6. And, moving on to the next series, the 2nd seed Boston Celtics versus the 7th seed Atlanta Hawks. I'm going to be real. I think the Celtics are going to sweep them. Maybe the longest I see this one going is 5. I just don't think the Hawks. I just think the Celtics are better than the Hawks all around. You look at Tatum and Brown versus Young and Murray. I'm going with Tatum and Brown as far as a duo. Who's the better defensive team? The Celtics. Who's a better shooting team? The Celtics. You know what I mean? I just think the Celtics are just better all around. And we'll see if the Hawks can make things interesting. But I got the Celtics in 4. I think they're going to sweep the Hawks. Or it could be 5. It could be 5. No disrespect to the Atlanta fans out there, but I just think the Celtics are just they're just better, They're just better, and I'm going to call it how I see it. But moving on to the 76ers versus Brooklyn Nets. Philadelphia 76ers versus the Brooklyn Nets. The 3rd seed versus the 6th seed. This is one of those series, I think Brooklyn, they're young. They have a good, with Bridges, a good duo, a young duo with Bridges and Johnson, man. Bridges is out there balling. He took his game to the next level, but I just think they're young, and I just think Philly with Joel Embiid, potentially the MVP of the league. It's just too much to deal with, and James Harden facilitating at a high level. Philly's on a different level right now, and I just think they're going to beat Brooklyn. I do think the Nets can make this a 6-game series, though, because Philly, they do tend to play with their food a little bit. But, hey, I got the, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I got the Sixers in 6, in 6. I'm going to go with Sixers in 6. And the last series to talk about in the East is the 4th seed Cleveland Cavaliers. You know what I mean? Taking on the New York Knicks. Now, look, I know the Knicks is up 1-0. This, to me, is the best series in the East. I do believe this will go 7. And I'm leaning with the New York Knicks. I think the New York Knicks will win this series in 7. I just think Jalen Brunson, the way he's been playing, his leadership, it's different, man. And the Knicks, I don't know. They just got a little different vibe to them. And I think the Cavs are young. Donovan Mitchell is like one of the only players on that team that's experienced. And, playoff-wise, the Knicks, they don't really got too many players who are experienced either playoff-wise, but I'm going to ride with the Knicks in this one. I just think they're a better team as long as they don't choke. It could be a 6-7 game series, but I got the Knicks in 7. I think it's going to be drama. I got the Knicks in 7, y'all. Now, moving on to the West, man. Might as well start with the 1st seed, Denver Nuggets versus the 8th seed, Minnesota Timberwolves. The Nuggets blew them out. I just think, my first initial thoughts, I thought the Timberwolves can take this to 7 and Gobert and, Cat. I thought, Karl Anthony Towns, I thought they would actually be able to make Joker work. But honestly, it just looks too easy for the Nuggets. They're a better team all around, more experienced, and Joker's playing at a high elite level. He could be a 3-time MVP, 3 in a row. So we'll see. And I just think the Nuggets, they're better than the Timberwolves, man. I thought the Timberwolves can push them to 7. I still do think this series could go 6 or 7. But after that game 1, it's just looking like the Nuggets are about to run away with this one. So, hey, with that being said, I got the Nuggets in 6. I got the Denver Nuggets in 6 versus the Minnesota Timberwolves, And, hey, let's get to the next series, y'all. Let's get to the next series, man. My Los Angeles Lakers. Hey, if y'all been watching my basketball videos, I told y'all we was going to make it. I told y'all that 6 or that 7 seed, and look where we at, But, hey, the 7th seed Los Angeles Lakers taking on the 2nd seed Memphis Grizzlies. Hey, this is about to be a good series. And, I'm going to be real, y'all. I'm going to be real. Before the incident with Ja Morant, I thought the Grizzlies were a top team. They were looking like one of those teams in the league. Like, hey, they might do something. But after that incident with Ja Morant, I just don't think they're all the way there mentally. We're talking about playoff basketball. We're talking about winning a NBA championship. The Lakers, we've been fighting and clawing for our ways to get into playoffs, So I just think we're on a different mindset level than them. And honestly, I'm going to be real. I'm not trying to be biased because I'm a Laker fan, but I got the Lakers, man. I got us in 6. I got the Lakers in 6 versus, the Grizzlies. I just think the Grizzlies are a little bit banged up with Steven Adams being out, Ja Morant's hand. And, as long as Anthony Davis stays healthy, we saw what Reeves and Hachimura was able to do. The young guys on the team were able to get off, wait till LeBron gets cooking or AD, So I just think we're a better team right now, and the mindset, I just think it's different. I just don't know if the Grizzlies are ready. I'm not trying to disrespect them or anything. I do think, it's going to be a 6-game series. It could go to 7. If it goes to 7, then things are going to get scary. The Grizzlies, they do have a chance, but John Morant has to be the best player on the court. Jackson Jr., he can ball. He can ball, man. He's elite. He can ball. But I believe John Morant has to be the best player on the court. And with that injury, I don't know. They're not all the way healthy right now. And their mindset, I don't believe is there. I got the Lakers in 6. And, moving on to the Warriors and the Kings, the defending champs, the 6th seed Golden State Warriors taking on the 3rd seed Sacramento Kings. This right here, I believe, behind the Clippers and Suns series, I believe this one will be the most exciting one and probably the best series in the West. I don't know. It just depends. But the Kings and Warriors, man, it's must-see basketball. And I don't know, man. That game 1, the Kings look like they're ready to go blow for blow with the, they're ready to go, man, punch for punch with the defending champs, man. Both of them throwing heavy blows, heavy shots, and the Kings, they're ready for it. So it's gonna be a great series. I definitely do believe it's gonna be a 7-game series, but I am leaning towards the Golden State Warriors, y'all. If you get in a shootout with the Warriors, man, you gotta shoot at a high level. The Kings have to shoot like that, like how they did in game 1. They have to do that for 6 more games or 5 more games or whatever so it is. And it's hard to do that, man. And Steph and Clay, they're gonna get to cooking. They're gonna get to cooking. But Fox and Monk, I like that young backcourt, and they have the tools to keep up with them. So, I'm leaning towards the Warriors in 7, but light the beam. I'm gonna go with the Warriors in 7 though, but I would not be surprised if the Kings win. And moving on to the Clippers and Suns, y'all, the last matchup in the West. We saw what the Clippers did, man, taking that game 1. Just a man, I think you cannot miss this matchup right here. This is really must-see basketball, must-see TV. Kevin Durant versus Kawhi Leonard, Chris Paul versus Russell Westbrook. I know Paul George is injured right now, but Devin Booker, you know what I mean? It's just so many all-stars out there right now, superstars. And they're making plays. They're making big-time plays for their team to win the game. And that game 1 last night was it was great, man. It was great. Everything that we needed to see from a fan standpoint. And I can't wait. I definitely believe that this series is going 7. And I'm leaning towards the Clippers, man. I just think, I like KD. I like the Suns. It really does depend how great will Kevin Durant be in this series. But I just feel like the Clippers, they have Kawhi Leonard, someone who can match that, and, Russell Westbrook, you know what I mean? And the Clippers are deep. They're a deep team, They're a deep team. And I don't know if the Suns have the chemistry to compete, or to win this series versus the Clippers, because they played together, but they haven't really played together like that. And, the Suns gave up a lot of their good perimeter defenders to get Kevin Durant. For the Clippers, they just literally added Russell Westbrook. So, I just think the chemistry level, it's different a little bit, but we'll see. We'll see. You cannot count out the Suns and Kevin Durant, his greatness. And if he takes over this series, then the Suns will win. But I don't know. He is going to need help. Chris Paul's going to have to step up and play good. And we're going to see, man. I just think the Clippers are a little bit too deep for the Suns, and just the matchup, Kawhi Leonard, man, like, who's going to stop Kawhi Leonard? You know what I mean? I don't know. I definitely do believe it's going to be a 7-game series, but I'm leaning towards the Clippers, y'all. I think the Clippers in 7. So with that being said, that's my first round predictions right there. In the East, I have the Bucks versus the Knicks in the second round, the Celtics versus the 76ers, and in the West, the Lakers versus the Warriors, and the Clippers versus the Nuggets. So, we'll see, y'all. We'll see. But the NBA, it's lit right now, man. I can't wait. And, like I said, y'all, we'll see. Make sure y'all tune in. Like, subscribe, comment, let me know what y'all think and who y'all got. Who y'all got winning the championship. You know what I mean? Who y'all got winning the championship, or who y'all got winning these first round matchups. But anyways, y'all, we out. And hey, stay up. Until next time, y'all. Next time.